Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Bhavatapa Pranashinne, Ananda Ghanamurte, Jnana Bhakti Pradayine, Matastubhyam, Namo Namaha. Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Okay, so we continue. Now, Swami Nirvananandaji wanted to go for a walk, when his knee was paining a lot. So he said, let's go and take a walk. You also walk with me. I said, okay. My parents were also there with me, but they were sitting and only he and I were walking in the garden. And he went on complaining. मेरा पैर बहुत दुख रहा है, मेरा ये हो रहा है, मेरा वो हो रहा है, मुझे ये नहीं सूट करता, वो नहीं सूट करता, मैं बैठ नहीं सकता, लेटने में प्रॉब्लम. He just went on. He was grumbling and grumbling and grumbling. I can understand it must be paining a lot. And eventually he says, I have all these photographs of Ma, I don't want them. I'm going to throw them all away. Just take them out from my room. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to do anything. I'm very angry with her. So I don't want any pictures. I don't want this and I don't want that. I'm listening and I'm walking with him. And suddenly, I don't know what happened to me. I started yelling at him. I said, you're not ashamed of yourself? I said, you're a sadhu. We look up to you. You are our inspiration. And you just go on grumbling. What am I supposed to do? I look up to you and everybody does. But here, you're acting like a child, like a baby. How dare you behave like this? And I said, if you tell me things like this, that you don't want Ma's pictures, I know you had beautiful pictures of Ma, albums and albums of Ma. I said, I am going to take each and every photograph away. Then don't tell me why I did that. Because you have just talked about it. That you don't want any Ma pictures. Okay, fine. I said, I'll take all of them. But this is not the way to behave. I don't know what all I said. Okay. By the end of it, he didn't utter a word. And suddenly, after my lecture got over to him, I realized, who was I talking to? I said, my God, what have I done? And those days, I was just like any normal, ordinary person, with salwar kurta and all that. Nothing really. And suddenly I looked at him and I said, I'm really very sorry, Swamiji. I don't know what all I've muttered. I'm not even your juti barabar, I'm not even, I don't even come near your shoes also. I don't have anything, and I'm a nobody. And how dare I say all these things to you? I said, I'm really very sorry. I don't know what happened to me. And I started saying all these things to you. I just went on saying all that. And what do I see? There were tears trickling down his face. Tears. And I looked at him and even I started crying. So he says, you know what? It's not you who was saying all this. It was Ma talking through you. I said, oh my God. I said, that is right. How could I say anything like this, So he said, no, it wasn't you at all. Because I've been grumbling since so long. And this is what Ma decides to do. Talk through you. So for me, it was Ma telling me all these things. I said, Swamiji, so he says, from today, whenever I am low, you will give me support. And when you are low, I will give you support. I said, thank you so much. Can you imagine, friends? I'm talking about my journey. Look at the kind of support system I got. Look at the kind of people I got. Being with such Mahatmas and Sadhus, like Ma always said, do satsang with Sadhus, do satsang with Mahatmas. You get so much benefit, You get so much. Their aura, their vibrations, everything comes onto you. And you become a better human being. There's so much to learn from them, so much. And when he said all this, I really cried with him. Both of us were crying. After that, I think the next year or so, there was Raksha Bandhan, where you tie the Rakhi on each other. So he sent me a lovely, huge Rakhi, on Raksha Bandhan day. I was so touched and I sent him again, I also sent him Rakhi. So Swami Nirvanandaji was, he can be very tough. with people. If you do something out of line, he'll just give it to you. But Swami Bhaskaranji wasn't like that. He was very mild, very soft. He would never say anything to anybody. But Nirvananji is very tough on the outside. But inside, if you touch that core, if you are able to touch that, he's the sweetest Mahatma, which I will tell you because he was my Sannyas Acharya Guru. And how much affection and love he gave me at that time. I was very touched. There are lots of stories of Swami, Swami Nirvananji. One very interesting story is, like when I used to go to Vile Parli and sit and chat with him, I told him, which I mentioned earlier, that tell me some stories, about Ma and all that. So he said, okay. He said there was a time when he was very new into the ashram fold and, didn't know much about, he had just learned puja from Ma and all that. And he didn't know the little intricacies of what is done and what is not done. So he was sitting, he had to do Gopalji's puja. Okay, Bal Gopal. And he sat down. So first, all the Navagraha, all the 9 grahas have to be prayed and all that. So he did all that puja. And in the meantime, what he did is he caught hold of Gopalji's arm and he put it aside. He picked him up because he's tiny. So he picked up the murti and put it aside and he started doing all the other pujas. Now, Ma wasn't there, but she was somewhere else in the ashram, okay? In the same ashram, but she was in her room. And he is doing the puja over here. Now, when you do these kind of pujas, you are supposed to remain nirjala. From morning, you can't have a drop of water also till the puja gets over. So his pujas were very long. And by the time he finished everything, it was evening. So he would have his bhog in the evening. The prasad was kept for him every day by the sadhikas in his room. And there was a little container of water. It was a mud, like matka, what you call it, which was always placed in his room for water. And they would come and put the thali, the plate of food in his room and cover it so that, in the evening he could have his water and he could have his food. So he picked up Gopalji and put him aside and went on doing the puja. Now what happens? Because he lifted Gopalji from the hand, from the arm, Gopalji is very naughty, right? Little Bal Gopal is always very naughty. So he went and complained to Ma. Ma is somewhere else, okay, in some other room. So he goes to Ma and says, my hand is paining. So this was the story Nirvananji was narrating to me. So Ma says, Are, what happened? And she tied one bandage on her arm. And she says, all these new boys who come to the ashram, they really don't understand. ये सब नए लोग आते हैं और ये लड़के आते हैं और उनको समझ ही नहीं है कि पूजा कैसे की जाती है और ये इनमें प्राण है, ये कोई मूर्ति नहीं है. मतलब they are alive. It's not just a clay thing or a brass murti. They're very much alive. You can't just lift a child like this and put him aside, you have to be very careful of how you deal with children or anybody or a murti. It's not lifeless, there's prana in it. She went on saying those things. And Gopalji had gone and complained to her that he hurt me. So we call them a chugli khor. Chugli khor means backbiting, So he went and did backbiting to Ma about Swami Nirvananji. Now what happens, because he was upset, Gopalji, that he did this to him, in the evening when he reached his room, Swami Nirvananji, he opened that matka, there's a lid on it in the water matka. He opens the lid and he looks inside, there's hardly any water there. So he says there's little water and I just drank that and I'm looking for my prasad, my bhog thali, the food that I was supposed to have. Whole day I was starving because I was doing the puja whole day. And he says there was no food for me. बोले ये चुगली खोर ने मेरा खाना ले गया वो. He says this chugli khor means Gopalji did not allow my food to come in the room. So I'm just looking at him and I'm saying, my God, what is he talking and from which world are they, See, you get so much from them. So then what happens is, over there, Ma is sitting in her room, and suddenly it was quite late. So Nirvanaji told himself, चल निर्वाण, आज तो भूखा ही सोना पड़ेगा, छोड़ो ये चुगली खोर ने जाके चुगली किया, अब तो भूखा ही सोना पड़ेगा. And he went off, he tried to go off to sleep without any food. In the meantime, Ma was in her room, and there were all these sadhikas in her room sitting with her, you know. So suddenly Ma remembered, and she says, she asked the sadhikas, अरे निर्वाण को खाना दिया कि नहीं, उसकी थाली रखी कि नहीं, उसने भोग खाया कि नहीं. Sadhika suddenly remembered and they said, अरे Ma, we forgot to put the thali in the room. Ma said, कोई बात नहीं, because Ma's thali, Ma's bhog always used to be under her cot. You know, they used to make the food. Bhog was first served to Ma. They would cover the thali, and the thali was always under the bed, under Ma's bed. So Ma said, doesn't matter, मेरा भोग है ना नीचे, निकालो और निर्वाण को दे के आओ. Take out that food and go and give it to Nirvanaji. So the girls quickly took out that thali and ran to Nirvanaji's room and gave him the thali. And then Nirvanaji tells me, चुगली खोर क्या करेगा, जब माँ है तो उसका क्या चलेगा. माँ के सामने उसका क्या चलेगा. And we all laughed, you know, I laughed with him. And I said, you're so right in what you're saying, you know. It's amazing, you know, look at these stories. You know, we always talk about the worldly things around us, and you know, this happened, that happened, this, that. But what level is this? He's talking about Gopalji and Ma and himself. They're all there. So you can imagine where he is, that he can say all these things. Jai Ma for today. Om Bhavatapa Pranashinne Ananda Ghanamurtaye Jnana Bhakti Pradayine Matastubhyam Namo Namaha. Jai Ma, Jai Ma.